Hi, I'm Danielle Hale, Chief Economist for Realtor.com, and here are this week's things you need to know. Home sales for both new and existing homes slowed in March. Despite the tumble, existing home sales were still up for the year thanks to a strong start to the year. The March existing home sales data reflects buyer and seller agreements reached in January and February, before the coronavirus was on the radar for most of the U.S. Because new home sales are based on contract signings, an earlier step in the home buying process, they showed a larger decline than existing home sales in March, especially relative to a year ago. Jobless Claims data showed another 4.4 million claims for unemployment insurance this week, bringing the 5-week total now to above 26 million. These increases are still historically high, but we are seeing fewer new jobless claims. Next week, the jobs report will likely show a record level of unemployment due to these layoffs and also due to hiring freezes at many, though not all, businesses. More importantly, the jobs report will give insight into the wage impacts and the share of workers on temporary layoff status. In the housing market, there's been some improvement in the trend of new listings coming to market. While they're still down from a year ago, the size of the drop is lower than last week's nationwide. While it's too early to say we've passed the worst in the housing markets, we see a similar trend in many metro areas, including Boston, Seattle, and New Orleans, areas that have been particularly hard hit by COVID. Going forward, we've seen both home buyers and sellers report being less confident, and many are making adjustments to the transaction process. These changes will mean fewer home sales and slower price growth in the months ahead, sapping momentum from what's normally a busy spring season. But some home sales will continue, and the industry and consumers will get better at doing business in a socially distant way as they get more practice with it. Things like virtual tours, live stream open houses, and closing documents with e-signatures will become more normal. My team and I will continue to track these developments and keep you up to date.